So this is going to be a very controversial video, but I have a point to make, right? So listen to me until the end before you jump to conclusions. If you haven't heard about Nolan Wells, he's a young black man that just got deleted while on a party trip with his four white friends. And I want to make the case that the Nolan Wells deletion was not a racial thing. It has nothing to do with white or black, and black people need to not make it like that. Now, to be clear, they did it. And I believe wholeheartedly they deleted that young black man. And there was some racial, something played out in there that was polyracial, maybe. But my point about it is that they would have did it if they were black as well. And parents need to be very clear to their children that, as when I was growing up, to not be too friendly with people. That just because they're your friend does not mean that they cannot turn on you or straight up delete you, right? And we grow up and we learn the hard way that our friends can be our enemies at a drop of a dime as an adult, and we need to pass it on to our children. Because when we were growing up, our moms used to wonder, they're not fully your friends. Like, our parents have that intuition or the instinct to warn us, but while we have a young mind, we cannot see that. And we need to protect our children, not just from the white friends, not from their Hispanic friends, but from all of their friends, sometimes even their family members. Because in the animal kingdom, when a mother have her cub or a baby, she's protecting that baby from everything, right? I believe these four white boys did it, but I don't want you to just class it as if it only happens when you're around white people or when you have white friends. So just watch out for the white friends. This will happen to your child whenever they're too friendly. And even as adults, we see it. We see it whenever girls go on the Miami trip or whatever, when they turn on them, or whenever, when every time you're around a group of friends, they try to, somebody's going to show their true feelings about you. They're going to come out and say, listen, I never really rock with this person, and I'm going to show you what I feel, and this is my opportunity, right? Example, about 5 years ago, there was this young lady named Shanquella Robinson. Shanquella Robinson went to a trip in Mexico with her friends and got deleted. Black woman, black friends. And I remember I was so upset with the case of how it happened because there was a video going out. So Shanquella, she actually paid for a majority of the trip. She funded these people so they can go to Mexico and enjoy themselves. And when they were there and they got her to herself, they cornered her and attacked her. Men and women. And there was a video of her getting body slammed. And in the video, you can see that Shanquella really didn't want any problems. She was going there with the intent of enjoying Mexico, this beautiful country, enjoying a vacation. But her friends, they were going there with the intent of, now we're going to get her by herself. Now we're going to show her. Right, and that breaks my heart. I was so heartbroken seeing what happened to Shanquella. It was international news. Just look it up, Shanquella Robinson, right? And her friends set her up. They were not white, right? And this is not protecting white people. This is just stating that anyone would do to it as an adult. And we all seen people set people up, best friends. It's even in the Bob Marley song, Who the Cat Fit, Let Them Wear It. Your worst enemy can be your best friend, and your best friend can be your worst enemy, right? And Shanquella was deleted, going there with a kind heart. Years before that, there was a girl that went to some hotel party, Kanika Jenkins, look it up, and she turned up deleted into a freezer. She was in a walk-in freezer and got deleted over there, and she went with her friends, and we all know they locked her in that freezer. We all know they set her up, and we all know something is up. And she went there to enjoy a party with her friends, to be with her friends, and Kanika Jenkins. And when I say it's not just friends, it can be family. This week I live in the Bronx. There's a young lady who went come home from work. She was in a Jeep and she just got pew-pewed in her car. I wrote it down. Her name is Julia Anderson, right? And we're now finding out that the person who pew-pewed her when she came home from work in her car sitting down was her own uncle. And it could be family members, could be your best friends. I've been set up myself. I've been in situations just like that when I feel like, okay, these are my people, and they lead me into a situation where it's not favorable and it's a dangerous, and they lead me in a tent with intent to get me. And I've seen it happen. I have this one friend, and and the crazy part about it is when I try to explain to her, she defended these people and cut me off. I remember, and I'm going to call her name, right? I remember I was hanging out with this friend one time, and she wanted to go see a couple of her female friends, right? It was 3 other black girls. Remember, she's a black girl, and she has 3 female black girlfriends. And I remember she like, it's just random that I met up with her. She's like, oh, she's going to see her friends. Do you want to come? And me, I'm young, and there's girls. Yeah, come on. This is my friend, and she got friends. And I remember we went to Mount Vernon to this girl house. And I remember there was my friend. She's a very pretty dark-skinned girl. And there was 2 slim friends and 1 big friend, right? And the big friend was saying something, but I can't remember what was going on. But we just never really paid attention to it. So me, my friend, and 2 of her friends decided to go to one of their house to get changed. And the big girl said she just went off, right? Keep in mind, I met up with my friend randomly. So they did not expect me there. So as the 2 girls would flirt with me and we, you know what I mean, I thought it was a good time. And they said, yo, let's go meet up with the big girl. Like, we're going to meet up at our house. So we left the apartment and went to the big girl house. And while I was there with my friend, let's call her L, right? When I was there with my friend L, and I was talking to her, the big girl started just saying some wild stuff to my friend. She's calling her the B, and she's saying it out loud. She's calling her a slut and the W word. She's calling her all these things. And my friend's like, yo, what's your problem? Why you talking to me like that? And she, not a big girl, addressed me. She's like, oh, is that your girl? Because if she is, she's a B and an S and a W, and she's Wing. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? So she's like, so my friend's like, yo, do you have a problem? What's going on? So I come to find out that those 3 girls, their intent was to set my friend up. Even though she thought that those are her friends, they intend to set her up. But when I came now, the plans changed because they couldn't jump her because now there's somebody with her, especially that's a man. So what the big girl did is she got a couple of other guys, and they were waiting across the street. So when the big girl went to go attack my friends, these guys rush out of a van and circle me. He's like, yo, you better stay still or else. Like, let them get it out. And basically, they're not going to touch me unless I step in. So I'm like, okay, I'm surrounded. What is this? Those other 2 slim girls, they stood by. And they're like, oh, let me hold your purse for you. Go ahead, girl. Let's fight, girl. They want to see the fight. They want to get their rocks off. And the big girl, my friend's a tiny, slim, beautiful, dark-skinned girl. When she went to go attack my friend fell over and kicked her in the face. Because my friend, since this time she always wears heels, kicked her in the face with a heel. And I did not recognize that the big girl had an ice pick in her hand. Because when my friend fell, the girl went to go poke her. And scraped the back of her neck. Went to go poke her in the neck. Like, this is real. We were young. And these two girls were standing by. So the girl, when my friend kicked the girl in the face with her heels, the girl had to go inside to get help. Like, you know, she was, and I'm like, yo, let's. So the guys, they thought it was done, so they left. That they dispersed. I want to say left. They were still around, but they just backed up. And my friend, she like, yo, where's my phone? Where's this? Not knowing that the two girls were hiding her phone. But I'm like, yo, let's go. F the phone, let's go. The girl's like, so I took her and I was racing down about 2 blocks. The girl's like, yo, come back, let's get your phone. The two girls are trying to get her to come back to get her phone. They would really want her to come back. That, and they successfully slowed my friend down. What happened is, the big girl came back to finish off the job, right? Because she really wanted to poke her up. She really wanted to delete my friend. And fortunately, we was in front of a nursing home where some older Jamaican woman came out and intervened. So the guys, they dispersed, her friends dispersed, and the girl, she backed up. Now, since the girl's gone, the friends let it be known, oh, yeah, we got your phone right here. Yeah, we got your phone right here. We called her mom. I called my friend mom. We took her to the hospital, and things passed. Come to find out, the big girl was jealous of my friend because the big girl had a crush on this guy. And the guy was attracted to my friend. She didn't sleep with him. She didn't do it. He just wanted her. And the big girl didn't like that. He liked her and not the big girl. And she was pretending to be her friends. And the other two girls were pretending to be her friends. And they were there to poke her up. I tried to tell it to her in her mind, no, these are my girls. You don't know. You're just hating. And I got the blunt of it. I say that to say this. I've seen it. I've never been raised around a community of white kids. And I've seen it quite too much for me to say, okay, this is a white people thing when you have white friends. No. We need to make our children realize that this is a danger and the friends will set you up. It will hurt you. I'm not trying to diminish or take away from the fact that I truly believe these young boys are guilty and they completely did it. And they did do it. And if they didn't, and if they don't come, and if there's no justice served, then we know that this country, that state, the justice system, and those people are fully corrupt, and they have power to manipulate to the fact that they can openly delete somebody in that way where the world is watching and suffer no consequences because they're not going to be brought to justice. There is no justice. Long story short, that's my video.